Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm a little speechless. I'm recording this Brynhildr episode right after I just finished watching it. 10 minutes after I started watching because I got some ice cream. Was going nuts, eating ice cream, watching it. Oh my god. The ending too. I just love how the show always ends every single episode. I love that. They never ceases to amaze me. One of the best shows that have come out from spring. I swear to god. But let's get it jerking. Very beginning, you already see that VALKYRIA is not playing around. She already flexes off her powers. She's got like 8 types of magic, and we already see one of them, which is some sort of like negative void black hole magic, where she can bring things in. It's like pull, like, you know, with pain, pull and push. She can pull things in and then push them out, and it'll explode. So basically that's how the powers seem to be going in, because pulling stuff in is pulling in the wind and everything, and then it exploded into a vast amount of explosives and everything, and then, you know, it blew up half the mountain. Oh my god, she's so powerful. And then, you know, one of their friends ends up having regeneration magic, and she just gets up like it's no big deal at all. I thought that maybe she somehow lived, but then she's explained that she has regeneration magic, and then her freaking cufflink on her neck comes off. Now, they didn't talk about it at all this entire episode. I don't know why. Cause she figured out that VALKYRIA could sense other witches, like literally, like it's nothing, like it's no big deal. That's why she was asleep this entire time, because she's so powerful. And she can sense any other witches, and she can sense them in from a vicinity of anywhere. You know, like from all the way half across the other planet, I'm half across this planet Earth. Pretty sure she could, you know, sense them as well. I don't know, I just get the feeling that she can sense them real well no matter where they are on the exact same planet. You know, it doesn't matter where they are, she can sense them regardless. So she can sense other witches, and she sensed 4 other witches, which already know are the main 4 witches, Whis, Murakami, and we know they're inside of the observatory lab. So she sensed that they were there. So the chick, I can't remember her name, was like Hana or something like that. I really can't remember her name. All I know is that she all I know is just the fact that she figured them out. She wanted to go with them, and I don't like her because she's a complete douche. She came off as someone just really curious and wanted to see if Murakami was actually a good-hearted guy, and then she ends up being a complete douche. She ended up figuring out her true intentions, and she only came to the observatory figuring out there were other witches, not to help them. No, she even knew them too. She knew like 2 of them, and not to help them. She wanted to use them to see if they had any more pills or not. Like, what the hell is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? How could you do that? I don't know how someone could do that. I really don't know. But after that, I was just like, yo, hop off my broom, Murakami, bro. I'm about to beat you up right now. I'm not playing around. I really am. How can you... I'm building up at rage. I don't know how you can do that. That's just like the biggest douchebag thing that you could ever do. And then she's like, what? I mean, Kuroha likes him, and so does Kuzumi, and then she's gonna be like, yeah, I might like you. Do you have a girlfriend? If not, I want to go out with you. And then, like, gives him a nice... and plants it on him. Like, you know how long those 2 have been wanting to do that to him, and she just went straight forward? Like, just went straight forward to, like, who the hell does this thought think she is? She's a thought. She's a thought. Thought! She's a thought. I would have beaten the crap out of her. If I was Neko, I would have beaten the crap out of her. I would have just blown her to bits right there. It was Neko's explosive magic, would have blown her to bits right there. But if we're going to backtrack just a little bit, I like how Katori used her teleportation magic and swapped places with Murakami, because I didn't expect that at all. I thought that he would have probably fallen to the ground and been terribly injured. Maybe broken a bone, dislocated something. I thought that's what would have happened to him, and that would have hindered him on helping any of the witches. I thought that was going to happen. Turns out she's going to do that teleportation magic real quick, and then, you know, she ends up, you know, living. So, that the shits and giggles, you know how that shit goes. So, his professor buddy, Kogoro, something like that, figures out more about the how the witches work, how their bodies work, and there's this thing inside of their body called protease, and what that basically does is it breaks down their body at a certain amount of time when they have that little cufflink either connected or disconnected from them, and what the pills do is they slow down the process of the protease, but the protease is still inside of their body. So I do like how they kind of explained that. It was really interesting. It answered a bunch of unanswered questions, and now that makes sense. You know, the eyes have been opened. That makes sense. And then basically he only has enough pills to give all 5 of them about a week and a half, but if he ends up giving it to just one of the witches, they can last for about a month. So it's a tough decision. He's got to make a decision now to see who he has to pick to live, and he ended up talking to it with them, and he wanted to see if they would pick between each other, which they were, but they all ended up deciding together that they're just all gonna die together and, you know, celebrate their last summer vacation for this week and a half that they have left. You know, they would rather go down together than rather seeing their own, you know, selves see themselves die in their hands or stuff like that, you know, because of Nanami, you know, because of that, which happened in episode 9, which I'm talking about as well. Nanami, amazing powers, would have came into so much handy, it just didn't, you know, and that sucks. But you know, I just really hate, I think her name was like Hana or something like that. I really hate her. I really hate her. My hate for her is like Minerva. I really hate her. She's got like 24 pills, and if they shared all those pills, all of them could last a month. All of them could last a month. If she shared those pills equally equivalent sharing with them to all of them, they could all last a month. It doesn't make any sense at all. Just share the pills. But she won't share any of the pills. And they all, again, they all come down to the agreement where they're all just gonna go down together. They're just gonna do a toast and everything. And where does toast lead to? Clumsy Katori drops all the drinks on Neko. And where does this lead to? Everything comes off. I mean, at first when I saw this, I was like, oh, yes. Because I got a nice glimpse. It was a nice bright light. Thank you, bright light centers. I really appreciate it. And when that happens, Murakami got a nice look, and then, you know, we also kind of get a nice look of the moles, and the moles transitioned from her armpit all the way, you know, to the rack, and basically now that just kind of confirmed that she was growing older. I guess when she grows older, the moles move and shifted, so that made sense. And then Murakami was starting to freak out because we now have confirmed that Neko is Murakami's childhood friend. I mean, us watching, of course, we already knew that she was, because when we heard her that she had the moles, just like his childhood friend, that she was experimented on when she died and was terribly injured. And then the third thing was that she loses memories, important memories. She most likely lost her important memories of her childhood as she was being experimented on, and that just kind of sealed the deal, you know. After we figured out that she loses memories and important memories from Kazumi, you know, it kind of just sealed the deal. It sealed the deal that, you know, she just lost all the childhood memories, and Murakami goes nuts. He freaks out. Of course, anybody else would freak out in that exact same situation and scenario. He freaks out and everything, and he's like, yo, oh my god, you're my childhood friend. It doesn't matter if you forgot all of your memories, I'm gonna make you remember all your memories, and we can make new memories together. And I think now he's really, the relationship is really becoming a lot more closer. It is now, because she has these feelings for him, and he's also got, you know, the exact same, and now we confirmed that he does. I mean, regardless, even if she wasn't a childhood friend, he still does, because she looks like it, but now it's confirmed. And you know, he always confirmed, his feelings are now even more confirmed than they were now. And you know, it's just, you know, wow, what an episode. And to top it all off, VALKYRIA comes in a helicopter at the very end when Neko and Murakami are standing outside reminiscing about their feelings. She kind of sort of admitted to it too. At first she was denying it when they first met, saying, leave me alone, I'm not your childhood friend, you creep. And I mean, look at the relationship came from like that all the way to now, where her feelings are super strong for him, and he feels the exact same way. And now it's confirmed that he's the childhood friend. She's just gonna accept it now, because most likely he's giving her the fact. He's a smart enough guy to not lie. He's a smart enough guy to not lie. And for all that he's done, he's very trustable as well. So, you know, she's gonna understand and trust what he's saying. And, you know, she's gonna take his word, and also backed up the facts and evidence that she also loses memories. So of course, the facts added up, and we have now confirmed that she is childhood friend. There's one episode of the show left, one or two episodes, one of the two, ends at 12 for 13. It's gonna really suck. VALKYRIA came at the very end. VALKYRIA, I'm pretty sure, is the complete opposite of Neko. She's exactly like her, but white hair. I always thought that she looked like her, but I guess now they kind of confirmed in the anime, you know, and confirmed it itself. Just pops out of nowhere. They were going to run out into the mountains, into the forest at night so they could avoid them in the helicopter, and the helicopter's about to crash into the observatory, but VALKYRIA's got teleportation magic as well, it seems like. So, you know, it's gonna be a hell of a fight. I don't think they're gonna be able to beat her. I don't know how's it gonna happen. Maybe she's gonna end up going on the side. I doubt it though, because the leader we figured out was the scientist that wrote all those books. It was Kogoro's old colleague friend. He's a scientist that's a genius that wrote all those books, and I don't know how he does it, but he's a whiz. He's a complete genius and a badass. Just love him. You know, he's just a complete genius. He knew all these things even before he started testing on all these witches. He created them and all of that, or basically he must have picked them up when they were injured, and then, you know, he must have experimented on them, and, you know, that's where they are at now, since they're so vulnerable. But Yeah, he's a genius that he was talking about, and then I'm actually really surprised that Valkyria really wanted revenge on him. She hated him, but then he just slaps her across the face, not even fearing her at all. Strongest witch right there, basically it's a god right in your face that could literally snap your neck out and kill thousands of people in a snap of a finger. Doesn't even kill him, and he basically just slaps her across the face like, bitch! Slaps her right across the face like it's no big deal. I don't know how he could do that, but he slapped her right across the face like it's no big deal. I, for one, gave him a lot of respect. At the same time, a bunch of disrespect for slapping a female, your douche. But also at the same time, respect for having no fear and having balls, you know? At the same time, but still, you hit a female, bro. It's not cool. No, I do not support that. No. All I know is after he did that, she broke down. I think they're related in somehow because, I don't know, maybe they could be. I highly doubt it, but I'm assuming that they might be just from the appearances, but then again, I highly doubt it. So I'm just going to scratch out of the picture. She started hugging and crying and everything and breaking down saying, I'm sorry, I love you, I just wanted to get your recognition. And he's like, did you do the job? Like, he didn't even care. He didn't even hug her back. He just looked straight away ahead, pretending like she wasn't even there. And he's like, did you do your job? Yes, she did it. Yes, I did my job. And they are at the observatory. And then most likely went to the observatory straight after that happened. I wouldn't say straight after, because if she really is that good with teleportation, magic could have been there in a heartbeat. So I'm pretty sure about the next 10 minutes after little confrontations on the observatory. But that's really going to be it with this episode. It was an incredible episode. I can't wait to see the finale of Brynhildr in the darkness. If you want to call the Japanese name Gokoko no whatever. I'm really gonna love this anime. He's one of the best animes that I've seen spring. I just never really felt like reviewing it, but now I am, since it's so close to ending. So I'm gonna be reviewing a lot since it's so close to ending. I didn't want to do a bunch of heavy stuff with that. So with that being said, make sure to like this video if you enjoyed it. Make sure to comment down below what you thought about this episode. And with that being said, pip pip.